And I got your attention.
It sure the fuck did.
What's good, all my Ruthless addicts? It is your girl, Tika Deshawn. Thank you all so much for tapping in, tuning in, and staying locked down with all things Ruthless, home of the Ruthless addicts. Today, we're going to tap in and talk about the father from All the Queen's Men, also known as James, also known as Papa Jimmy, also known as Cadillac, okay? Now, there has been the question as to whether or not the same person that's portraying James in season 3 is that the same gentleman from season 1. And yes, it is indeed Charles Dumas. He plays Papa James, Papa Jimmy, also the man himself, Cadillac. So yes, Charles Dumas is the same man from season 1 as the gentleman in season 3. Now, he portrays a character of someone who is pretending to have Alzheimer's. For those people that don't know what Alzheimer's is, it's an illness that alters the mind. It causes people to forget where they are, who the people are around them. I won't go too much further into Alzheimer's because I'm not a medical professional. We're going to dive back into Papa James, also known as Papa Jimmy, also known as Cadillac, also and finally known as Charles Dumas. With that, we are so grateful to know that we got the same daddy. Like, they didn't switch out the characters. So anyway, we find out that Nurse Ratched has been playing around with Papa Jimmy, also known as James, y'all. She has been getting down and dirty with him. Now, he tells, because he's pretending to have Alzheimer's, but he tells Madam that the nurse has been messing around with him. And when I say messing around with him, she wipes him down ever so eloquently to see if his manhood, his eggplant, is going to stiffen up. It is also shown in episode 2 from season 3 how she shows how she shows that his manhood can actually get hard. Now, Papa Jimmy, like I said, he told Madam that this was something that she was doing, and she asked him, do you think this is something that they're trying to do to set you up? And he says, no, I generally think that she likes me. So going into that, we hear the nurse tell Jimmy or James that, hey, even though he's supposed to not actually be able to comprehend what it is she's saying, she tells him, the FBI, they had cameras in your room, but I got rid of them. I took care of all of that. So knowing that those cameras are no longer in that room, Papa Jimmy is able to express that now you have my attention. But during the process of her telling him all of this stuff, she's also wiping him down. She's going down in that area where she has no business going down. But, okay, she is a nurse. She's cleaning him. I get it. But not only does she wipe him down, she begins, y'all, and I'm a little embarrassed to say this, but she begins to slap the man's knob. Like, girl, are you serious right now? So not only she's going to town on Papa Jimmy. I won't give y'all the clip because, YouTube don't play that. So anyway, you guys, she goes down on him. Now, my thinking is, girl, are you sick? This man is unable to comprehend what you're doing. Therefore, you're pretty much what's the name? It's elderly abuse, but sexual assault. She's literally taking it there. So he snaps out of it, even though even though we know that he's pretending, he snaps out of this little quote unquote state and lets her know, yes, now you definitely have my attention. So what do you guys think? Is he going to use this to his advantage? Is he going to be able to let her know, kind of like blackmail her, or so to speak, use her to get her to help him in whatever way that he wants? Is this how he's going to get all of those guns that he ends up having into this nursing home in case someone does come looking for him? Because at the end of the day, he could literally get her fired. Some kind of way, he could get her fired. But I think Papa Jimmy is super smart. He hasn't gotten this far by being an unintelligent individual. So I truly think that he is going to use this to his advantage. He's going to make sure that Madam knows that old girl, was being extra ratchet with him, and that she can use her for whatever at this point, because it's either her job or her life. And I truly believe that Papa Jimmy and Madam have a new, I won't call it an ally, but I'll say an ally by force. This nurse really no longer has any choice in how she behaves towards Jimmy, as well as she's going to be under lock and key of Madam. She's going to have to do whatever Madam says, because again, Papa Jimmy has awakened. He knows the plan. He also knows that they did have cameras in there, which she told him, and she told him thinking that he wouldn't be able to comprehend. So sis, you played yourself Nurse Ratchet. You did what you did to Papa Jimmy, also known as James. And now, sis, you are in trouble one way or another. Because Madam was already saying, do you want me to, do something about it? And no, he said, no, just wait. So now they have something to use against her. Now they can use her for whatever way that they want. Again, I think that this nurse may be responsible for all of the guns that we saw in the trailer that are underneath the sheets or blanket of James, also known as Cadillac, y'all. With that being said, thank y'all so much for tapping in and tuning in. If you're new to my channel, find me for the very first time. And if you're interested in checking out more, in case you missed it scenes, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell for all reminders of new Ruthless content. And if you want to chime in, tap into this episode or into this breakdown, hit me up in the comments. I want to know your thoughts. Let me know what you are thinking about this particular scene between Papa Jimmy as well as this nurse, okay? Alright, you guys, that's about it. Thank you all so much for tapping in and tuning in. And you already know, stay ruthless.